I'm Chris Lawrence with your top stories in North Texas. A truck driver has been sentenced for causing a crash in Terrell that killed 5 people. Senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser was in court as the victims' families came face to face with the driver.
That truck driver pled guilty and received a 20-year sentence. Afterward, one by one, members of the families took the stand to tell how his actions had cost their families.
You can bring him out.
More than a year after the crash, victims' families saw Alexis Osmani Gonzalez Campione for the first time.
All right, let's go on the record. How do you plea? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Then it was the family's turn to speak.
You took my daughter away, and I want you to remember her name for the rest of your life. Her name was Nicole, and I pray that the Lord has mercy on your soul.
Last June, Gonzalez Campione fell asleep behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler on Interstate 20, plowing in to stop traffic and triggering the deadly chain reaction crash.
I'm left with the haunting thought that it didn't have to be that way. If only you had rested, that's the law, you should have rested. It could have changed everything.
The crash killed her daughter. The crash also took the lives of 4 members of the McKellar family.
I forgive you. I love you because I'm supposed to love you. And we will continue to lift you up in prayer.
Those words left him sobbing.
You took my brother. My only brother.
I have forgiven you. Ask God to forgive you.
Only one member of the McKellar family survived that crash. Evan, a college student who lost her leg, her grandmother playing a recording of her speaking.
I understand that what happened was not intentional, but intent does not change the outcome. My family is still gone, my injuries are still permanent, and my life will never be the same.
At Kaufman, I'm Tanya Iser.
A judge has dismissed a lawsuit against Gateway Church and its founder, Robert Morris. It accused Gateway of fraud, alleging church leaders lied to the congregation. The church told them 15% of tithes or voluntary contributions would go towards global mission work. The judge tossed the case, saying the court would violate the First Amendment if it tried to define what a religious organization sees as outreach work. Gateway applauded the decision. The lawsuit was filed months after Robert Morris stepped down due to allegations of child sex abuse dating back to the 1980s. He pleaded guilty in Oklahoma and served 6 months in prison. Morris issued a new statement saying he never misled the congregation while leading Gateway. One child was killed and several others injured when a fire broke out in Fort Worth. As Scoop Jefferson reports, neighbors are praising the Good Samaritan who tried to get children out of the home.
You hear the I guess, windows popping. It was really bad. And then the black smoke just started coming.
That's how Rosalinda Garcia describes a deadly overnight house fire. Around 3 a.m., she and her boyfriend, Leon Segura, came across the fire in the 4200 block of McCart Avenue, where he sprung into action.
He did inhale some black smoke. He had his bandana wrapped around his face. He said when he got in, he saw like 2 little girls that looked like they were on the floor dying, just already dying. He grabbed one, he said, not threw her, but placed her onto the ground and went back in, and he saw the other little girl and grabbed her.
Within minutes, Fort Worth firefighters arrived and found heavy fire coming from the front and the side of the house and immediately started looking for trapped victims. Firefighters rescued 2 more children. One went to the hospital, the other passed away at the scene. A 5th child escaped unharmed, and paramedics treated 2 adults from the home at the scene.
Because I have grandbabies and great-grandchildren. To lose a child, innocent kid, a baby, it's heartbreaking to lose something close to you. It's heartbreaking and it's tragic.
Animal care and control officers retrieved the family's dog from the backyard. The cause of the fire is under investigation by the Fort Worth Fire Arson Unit. And as Rosalinda Garcia's boyfriend recovers from his rescue injuries.
He had a cut up arm on his right hand, and he had a burn on his left.
Just like firefighters, she says his actions showed remarkable courage.
I would definitely consider him a hero.
In Fort Worth, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
The debate over data centers is playing out across the state, and now residents are pushing back on a project taking shape in Lavon. The 40-megawatt facility could encompass up to 80 acres, and residents tell us they're just learning about a project that's been in motion for years. Some are concerned about the noise and air pollution, others the amount of water and electricity it'll consume. But they're united in what they want from city leaders.
Transparency, and definitely we want them to understand, listen, and truly see where their community is coming from. This is not about us avoiding any type of tax revenue or anything. It's about the safety and the viability of our community.
Residents are already making plans to attend the next City Hall meeting at the end of July. A Garland native was selected by the Atlanta Hawks in the first round of the NBA draft. Jobin Puneker was with Zuby Ejiofor and his family as they celebrated his dream.
There is no question who this party is for. His pictures are everywhere and he stands tall, both figuratively and physically.
The hardships, the ups and downs, just to lead to this moment.
Zuby Ejiofor will soon make his professional basketball debut.
With the 23rd pick in the 2026 NBA draft.
But first, the NBA announcement.
Zuby Ejiofor from St. John's University.
Who needs a green room with strangers when you can have family and friends all around you?
Overwhelming tears of joy, excitement, and yeah, it just felt like a weight off my shoulders.
It's like a dream come true, you know, one of those things, like, is this really happening moment, you know?
He calls Andy Filacek his pops. He's helped Zuby handle trainings, college offers, long practice road trips.
It's just so easy to raise him and want to see him be successful, you know.
I'm a lucky guy, you know, I have, you know, 2 sets of parents. I have my biologicals, I have them as well, so.
Zuby played high school at Garland, college at Kansas and St. John's. He will now join a young, hungry Atlanta Hawks team, a team he never even worked out for during the draft process, only interviewed. We asked him who the Hawks are getting.
A player that's willing to do it all, you know, on both sides of the ball.
Humble, relentless, unselfish, all he cares about is winning.
He'll have more than just winning. We asked this humble kid what he'll do with that first paycheck. For him, it starts and ends with family.
It definitely, you know, has something to do with them. You know, maybe paying off the house, you know, maybe a new car, maybe, you never know.
He will report to Atlanta on Thursday. Zuby tells us he just wants to make an impact on the NBA. And by the looks of his party, he's already made that impact at home. In Collin County, I'm Jobin Puneker.
Boy, I certainly wish him nothing but the best. And those are your headlines from North Texas.